Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. So we are sitting outside of Hailey and Sam's house. We are about to go inside and introduce you guys. We're really excited to start the third episode
Number 3
of Room Rescue.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bedroom and they are so kind. So let's head inside.
Ready? Hello!
Hi.
Hi! I've been expecting you. She's been practicing. Come on in.
Her daughter drew us filming. That's so sweet. Do you guys want to take just a moment and introduce yourselves?
I'm Hailey. This is Sam. This is Stella. We have two other little girls, Harper and Lyra. We've had a busy 5 years. We moved to Texas when our first was 3 months old. We moved back 2 years later, had 2 more kids, and been a long 5 years, but we're both born and raised in Arizona. Met a few years out of high school and have been together for 15 years, married for 6, I think.
Yep, not much more to add onto that. We try to do a lot of DIY stuff around the house as best we can. I think we were talking a little bit about as soon as you start getting quotes for things, you teach yourself real quick on how to do things around the house. Yeah, YouTube. At 30 minutes on YouTube, you can pretty much teach yourself just about anything, at least enough to be passable. That's kind of what we focus on in our spare time, that and the little girls. Yeah, we're just excited.
You both grew up here in Arizona? Yeah.
Yep, born and raised.
We were in 8th grade band together and we didn't know it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
totally.
how funny.
Yeah.
We both went to the same high school, we didn't know each other, and then we met through a friend a few years later.
What are the biggest things you do like and don't like about your bedroom currently?
I don't know what I like about it. I haven't thought of anything, actually. A lot of people that bought in 2020, we kind of expected this to be like a middle of the road house, and we're kind of stuck here now, which is fine, so I'm trying to make the most of it, but it's definitely smaller than an ideal master bedroom would be, and the fact that it has to be his office too kind of sucks. I like the walls, the way that they slope, that's kind of cool, but I've just never known how to like make it look nice, you know? And I do like the 2 windows. Like I like that they're kind of long and skinny instead of just like a basic window.
Yeah, I was gonna say the light in there is pretty nice, especially like towards the end of the day. The light coming through those windows is nice. It does feel not as cozy, I guess, right now, and I don't know that we've really figured out, because we've had the room in a couple different orientations for the furniture and such, but it's never really kind of hit our stride with how that should flow. So it was just kind of a weird space to me. Like everything else in the house seems like it kind of started coming together, and I don't know if it's just because we haven't been able to dedicate time to finishing that, or just the way the room is that we just have kind of had a block there.
We just shut the door and ignore it.
That's true.
And you mentioned in your email before that it's like there's parts that are painted that aren't finished. Is that just like a weekend project that ended up not?
I think it was I was 8 months pregnant nesting. It was 10 p.m. on a Friday, and I was like, we need to paint this room. I think it's not finished painted in 3 different colors, actually, because there's the evergreen fog around the outlets, and then there's a trim color that's not the same. And
It always tends to be like we get really close to the finishing touches, and then
I need help with the kid,
yeah, life
or
just kind of gets in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar.
The boys' bathroom, it's been like a year and we still haven't like filled certain like little call areas.
I know, if you look, I mean,
You
we've got
know,
holes in
you
our
can't
wall.
tell.
I know, there's always a later. And then I start a new project, and that's the problem, is I won't let him finish one project.
You have the dresser in there, and you had mentioned you guys have dressers in your closets.
I think I don't know what I answered, but a dresser would be great. If there's room for one, I think we've just never thought there was room for one. We have a tiny, tiny closet, so we just make work what we can.
Okay.
But I think if we had a bigger, nicer dresser, and by bigger I mean 6 drawers or whatever a normal dresser is.
Okay.
Just, we have these tiny, falling apart, covered in stickers dressers.
What are some things that you're hoping for in the space? It can be colors, it can be like styles or feels, it can also be like, you know, gosh, we really need a new bed.
Why don't you go first?
Yeah.
See how aligned we are.
Well, yeah, it's been interesting.
Scratch that.
We had, for a brief period, the room was evergreen fog.
Yeah.
I really liked that color, and we had it in there for a little bit before it got painted white again.
You like that it was darker, I think.
I don't know, I struggle with dark colors because it makes the room feel so small, but I do like kind of the, I don't know, vibrancy of it. Other than that, I'm always trying to hang pictures and put shelves up and stuff, and kind of like a running joke that, you know, I kind of almost make the house look like a TGI Fridays or something like that with all the little tchotchkes up on the shelves and things like that. I guess something just to give it a little bit more character, a little bit more us. Because right now there's like one picture I think up there.
I think I took it down.
Okay, yeah, so it just, nothing really seems to have stuck. And then my workspace is usable as possible without making it too overbearing, because it's, you know, it's a bedroom first.
Right.
It'd be nice to still, you know, maintain kind of some sort of distinction between the two.
I think I just really want like a cozy bed. I've had that same comforter for 15 years, and I would just love like that big plush looking bed with all the pillows that you're gonna bicker about, and like I've just never had that, and I think I would love to have a bed that I'm excited to go to sleep in. And then I like the moody that I was showing you, like the kind of like dark earthy kind of look, because those windows only get like the sunset light, so like all day the room is dark. So like I feel like you might as well take advantage of it, because
And lean into it a little
yeah, like our girls' bathroom is painted black with wainscoting, and I like it because it doesn't get any light because there's no window. I don't know, makes it feel more purposeful, I guess, that it's supposed to be like that.
I know you had mentioned you're not really into farmhouse, right? Like, you
Yeah,
don't
just
want,
like the super,
rustic.
rustic is a
Okay.
good way to say it. I don't mind like refinished furniture, but I like usually like the one kind of color look.
The shabby chic.
Right, yes. That was our old house for sure.
And as far as like your desk space needs, what exactly do you need?
Really all I've got for work is just a keyboard, a monitor, and then like a little dock that I plug my laptop into. 5 feet worth of space is comfortable, but it doesn't have to be that much.
It can get tricky with that, but we actually have some really fun ideas. So.
Like Kyla always says, don't spoil it.
I know, that's
Don't
what
give
I
it
was gonna
away.
say.
Right, don't give anything away.
I would have to like close my mouth so many times.
I know, I want to be surprised,
Do
so
the
I'm
finger
excited.
wag. I don't know.
And Hailey said you're going to be basically completely surprised.
As much as I can, I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll get a hint, but
Yeah, she's
kind of
been
exciting.
doing a good job of keeping me in the dark. Even some of the messages that she shared with me, she's like blurred out what you guys have said. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it comes together and what you guys figure out for the space, because it's kind of stumped us.
I'm so excited. I think sometimes that's so nice to have like an outside eye come in, you know, because actually your guys' home is so beautiful. I love all the DIYs you guys have done. Like I love just everything.
Thank you.
And I remember feeling like that when we were here the first time, and you're like, I don't know what to do. It's like, gosh, your home is so pretty. It's so like it's so beautiful, and you guys
Thank
have done
you.
so much. And I
I'm
was like,
done.
oh, I can't believe
Just
like, you're
done.
stumped on this room. Like
No.
you're so good.
Like my brain power is just gone. You know, I can't think anymore, and that's why like I was so grateful, because I mean it's a nice bedroom. There's nothing wrong with it, but like I just want to see it come to life, and that's just what it's missing for sure. And to have a place that we can call ours, everything else is the girls. And he's like, everything is so light and bright, and like I don't know, it would just be so nice to have a place that's different, you know.
I feel like everything we do, like we want it to be pretty, and we want it to be, you know, aesthetic. We want it to be all the things, but it has to serve the purpose, or it's
Right.
no good.
That's
you know?
true,
So it
yeah.
has to stay functional. Are we able to go ahead
Absolutely.
into
Yeah.
the room? We can kind of chat in there a
Yeah,
little bit more details.
We got it.
Awesome. Okay, and you said you guys do have a different.
We do, yeah. We have one in the box, and then we also have the black living room fan that we can swap. Like if
Oh,
you rather the black one in here, like if that would match the design better, that's what we
Okay.
were going to do. But it'd be a lot easier to do it out of the box. So,
Okay.
and we can install that too. Like it's not something you
Okay.
guys have to do.
You said the TV you're taking down
Yeah.
prior? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I think you had said, but you guys are not connected. Oops.
Sorry.
To like anything really in here, whether we replace
No,
or
if
kind of
possible to
outside.
keep the things, that would be
Right,
nice. But yeah,
absolutely,
but
yeah.
nothing needs to stay. Right? You're okay with the desk?
Okay, so this is Hailey and Sam's room, and we kind of went over a few more thoughts with them just to double check everything. They really said they're not connected to any of the furniture in here. They're happy to reuse anything, happy to, you know, get something different. I really would like to get a new bed frame for them. One thing that Hailey has said a few times is she said they've had this comforter for like 11 years or something, and she just said she wants like a bed that's really kind of fun and exciting to climb into at night versus just a place to lay your head.
Versus not.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We already have selected the bedding for the bed, and it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be amazing. But I think we're also gonna try, if we can, to do a bed frame. The other thing that we want to do is get a desk because Sam works from home 2 days a week, and so he needs a desk. This one is one I think they got from like a coworker or something, but it's just very bulky for this space, and he said he doesn't really need all that workspace.
It is really encouraging to think about this big desk area, and they're not attached to any of this furniture, including a lot of the computer desks or the printer or the file cabinet here. So you could free up so much space just by putting in a corner desk, and that would allow all this floor space to be opened up all the way to the wall. I think that'd be awesome.
So the other thing that we're thinking is to replace the nightstands that they have. And we're thinking to actually use the ones that were previously in our bedroom. I will refinish them, but they are really nice quality and they're good size. So when you take this dresser out, we'll have that extra room. So we do need to measure it.
27
and a half wide.
So that would be, all, actually that's not too bad.
No.
Especially if this was gone, that actually would free up a lot of space here. And then how wide or how deep did it say in there?
I think 18.
18 and a quarter. So if we're going off this one, that
So
would
right
only
about
be
the
out
same.
to here. So actually that would fit. That would frame out with this window really nice, especially if you had curtains here.
Right. So we're planning to add curtains to the 2 windows. The other thing, there's like 2 big pinch points in the room. One is this dresser, which they said they can either move because they have some in their closet, but also maybe we'll get them a different dresser. That because I feel like a dresser might look really nice here, and we could still do one that would leave enough room. The other pinch point is right here because this desk is so long this way, and it's also a really deep desk. And so like if you have the wider nightstand, it feels like, gosh, that doesn't really work. But if we do a corner desk or a skinnier desk or a less long desk, then you're not going to have that here either.
Well, we're going back and forth between a couple of things, but one thing I would love to do, we immediately thought of when we got in here, is get rid of all of this and put a floating corner desk right here for a couple of reasons. One, obviously it frees up all this space, and 2, it gives you enough room away from the bed where you'd be able to, I'm going to do a squat now, we'd be able to sit down and do some computer work, and you tuck the chair away and then it opens up this walkway here. It wouldn't feel crowded at all. Instead, all they need is this monitor and the keyboard and that dock. So you don't need a very big desk. You don't need a big workspace like this. You can see how much of this is wasted. So if we could do something...
I know the measurements, it was 54.
I would say, actually, you have the measurements?
54 by 54.
54 by 54. Wow, that's big, actually. 54 is all the way out here. It can't be 54.
I think that's what it was, but then it's not going to be as deep. I think it's
So that's
19
huge.
or 18.
I was thinking less than... Actually, so that's
But it's not a big. But it's not a big deal.
If
if it's-
all the way out to...
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
34?
So another option, if that one doesn't work, is we can actually make like a DIY floating desk. But I think the floating desk is the way to go because it's going to make it feel a lot lighter in the space, and then also it'll just give more leg room. Like when you're walking around, you won't have the legs of the furniture. Okay, there's another option that I saw. The same floating desk that would be along that wall, Kyle. Let me tell you the measurements. It's the same one. It has different, and actually has a pull-out keyboard if you wanted. Right, but that one could be good.
And you could put that...
It's
put
like the
that along
same
this
thing.
wall?
I would put it basically right there.
How
So
big
it's
is that?
60 inches wide and 15 and a half deep.
So that's pretty big.
That is pretty big
These
still.
are very large. So that's 5 feet.
Why don't you sit in that chair and like imagine, looking at the computer on the screen. And it might be 15.
I mean, so I could scoot it in, I'd lose all this. But let's
maybe instead do like this. Yeah, so the other one that we looked at will go back to here. So the thing is, it's gonna scoot this in a lot more.
That is fairly tight, but you said that one has a slide out keyboard drawer?
It does, yeah, it has a
So-
slide out drawer.
That's a pretty natural position.
Okay. So it'll go to here. So it'll be a little bit shorter than this desk. It'll look like it has a lot less area because you're not gonna have this heaviness
Right.
of the desk. And then it'll actually suck up to the wall a little bit more.
If this keyboard's here, and the mouse is here, and the screen's here, I think this is a pretty natural position. You'd still have room to set papers or a MacBook, 'cause he said he uses a laptop sometimes. You'd have room on either side.
So we're
I
going to
agree.
be, I think, getting rid of this dresser, changing out the nightstands, hopefully changing out the bed if it's in the budget. They already have a TV, so we don't have to buy a TV, but they already have a TV that's going to go here because they do have this one up here, but it was just one that they had from their previous home and it didn't really fit anywhere else. So we can then put the TV here and we'll put like a 6-drawer dresser, so that's going to be hitting the budget.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be paying attention to budget.
It'll be a Facebook Marketplace find, I'm sure.
So these are 15 inches. I don't know if I'd want to go much past this, because this is still a good walkway, but if you encroached even a few more inches here, it would
Yeah, I
get,
feel like it'll have to go to here. How much is this? This is like a dresser.
this would get pretty tight pretty quick.
How much is this?
Where your hand is?
20. Yeah, that's about where a dresser is. The other thing I thought what could be cool would be if we were able to do like a little swivel chair or something like that in the corner that could wheel out to be his desk chair. But I don't know if that's either going to be in the budget or if it'll work. What do you think?
You mean like backless?
No. But it would have to be on rollers. So not, I guess not a swivel chair, but like basically almost like, you know, like the chairs that we put in your office, just like kind of like a lounge chair.
Yeah.
But it would have to be on rollers.
Maybe. If it's not too heavy. Well, of course, it would be over here too now, though. It's not going to go in the corner if we're going to go over here.
No, it would be here when it's not in use.
Oh, and then you roll it over here?
And then it's
I
like
see.
work and play.
Okay.
But I thought that would be cool.
That would be very cool.
So you have like a little moment.
There you go.
I love moments.
So I think we got everything we need. All our measurements, all of our ideas down. And that's it. On to prep. The next one will be prep and shopping.
We'll have a vlog that will be like, we'll be prepping stuff because we will need to refinish at least one piece. We'll need to make some DIY items and then like shopping for different things. And we're gonna actually be a little tight on the budget on this one. We were
Yeah.
thinking we were gonna have a bigger buffer zone, but then we keep kind of adding more things in. And so
We're definitely going to blow the budget on this one.
no, we won't blow it, but we will have to get so creative.
I guess so.
We will have to get very creative.
If that's what you say, we'll figure it out. But stay tuned for the next one. It'll be a good one.
Yeah. The following Monday on This Crazy Life will be the makeover, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. Like, I have it in my mind, and it always turns out better than my mind had it. So it'll be perfect. Anyway, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh, also, I forgot to say, but they have a ceiling fan they're going to be actually changing out. And then also this TV up here, that is going to be taken down before we start the makeover. Just those things are going to be a lot of good time saving for us. And I think they're going to change this out. If not, then they have it and we can change it out. But either way, it'll be good. I'm excited.